Hello, Mr. Montaigne here. For this video, I am in my car again as my daughter is selling some chocolate bars. It is cold outside and it is cold in the car because I have to have the windows open so it doesn't fog up. Anyways, so in this video, I'm introducing you to the area of parallelograms. Okay, so I have a question for you right off the hop. Does the parallelogram or the rectangle have more area? Oh. So which one of these two shapes has more area? So I would suggest pausing it now and trying to figure that out. I'm going to give you 5 seconds and then I will continue on with the video. All right, that was 5 seconds. All right, so if you decided that this parallelogram right here, the blue one, it has the most area, you are incorrect. So that means if you said that this rectangle, it has the most area, you are also incorrect. So it's kind of a trick question because both of these shapes actually have the same area. Okay. So if we're looking at finding the area, we found the area of a rectangle before. Well, I hope you have. And to find it, you have the length. So the area here is the length times the base. No, that's not right. The length times the height. So here you go, length times height. Now, for this one right here, for this green rectangle, we're just going to use the squares. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares for the length. And for the height, we have 1, 2. So we have 4 times 2. So our answer for this green rectangle is it has an area of 8 squares. Makes sense. You can go ahead and even count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh, there's 8 of them. And that's what we calculated. Now, when you're going to calculate the area of a parallelogram, it is very similar. So the first thing we're doing with a parallelogram is we're actually going to measure the base. And you need to also measure the height. So if you can see it already, I've used similar colors because they are the same. So as we're trying to find the area of this parallelogram, let's count the squares of our base. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're counting, well, what is the height of this one? That's 1, 2. So the area for this parallelogram is 4 times 2. And so for this, again, for this blue parallelogram, that means 8. So what that means, what it's telling us, or what it's telling me, is that in all of this parallelogram, the area is 8 squares. Okay? And so if we're looking at this, well, we could count 4 right away. I'm just going to change the shade of this blue here. So we have 4 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 1 here, so that's 5. And this one here, which is 6. Now, if we're looking at these other squares on the side, or triangles, sorry, they are all half of a square, right? So I have 4 halves. Now, you can imagine, well, so I have 6 already, I'm adding 4 halves. which is going to be the same as 4 plus, well, that's 1 plus 1. Sorry, this should be a 6. So 6 plus 1 plus 1 equals 8. Oh my gosh, it's 8 squares. And we already knew that as well because, well, we calculated it. So whenever you're going to find the area of a parallelogram, we're going to use the same formula as finding the area of a rectangle. So the area of a parallelogram is area equals base times height. All right. Thanks for watching.